Who played their character like it was destiny? Last place, I'm gonna say Daniel Radcliffe as Harry Potter. He literally grew up as Harry, which did help it seem more authentic, but the early movies were kind of given like British school play with $1 billion budget. But to be fair, he was literally a child carrying the biggest franchise on earth. He had the right look for it, but he was still learning the craft. Above him, I'll put Henry Cavill Superman. Now look, I gotta admit, personally, I'm not a fan of Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, Justice League, or Zack Snyder's Justice League. But I can say this, Cavill does look like how Superman is portrayed in the comics. The problem though is he never got a script that let him be Superman, and it's really sad because when you listen to Cavill talk about the character, he's really like a huge comic nerd who loves Superman, but they just kept making him look like a little like sad alien Jesus. It's really a perfect casting, but he fell victim and got trapped in that Snyderverse, bro, and it's really a shame. Like, we'll probably never see him in the DCU again. Number 6, I'm gonna put Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. He had that awkward nerd energy on 100. Like, the way he talks, walks, and acts, he really feels like a kid who gets bullied and then gets superpowers. But don't get me wrong, like, he's not the funniest Spider-Man or the most athletic, but he absolutely does remind me of Peter Parker from the early run of Spider-Man comics, and he's a very believable Spider-Man. Number 5 is Johnny Depp as Jack Sparrow. Bro, he really played the best like drunk rock star pirate. Disney expected a normal pirate, but they literally got the most chaotic one in history. This is iconic casting. Number 4 is Heath Ledger's Joker. Ledger wasn't acting here, bro. It really seems like he summoned a demon and just let it run the scene. The only reason he's not number 1 is because he disappeared into this role so hard, you don't even see Heath Ledger. This is really the most legendary performance on the list, but it's less of like a perfect casting and more just like a haunting performance. Number 3 is Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. Fun fact, he almost didn't get the role. Now imagine somebody else playing Wolverine for 20-something years. Like, exactly, you can't. Bro, he turned, even though Wolverine is the most popular X-Men character, I would say, he's always really meant to be a side character, but he turned a side character into the backbone of the live-action X-Men franchise, and his performance in Logan just puts him in a different acting class. Top 2 but 2 is Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool. Bro, he really manifested Deadpool just by being annoying. He spent over a decade bugging Hollywood. He fought Fox Studios, and he really ended up like gaslighting the entire world into making the Deadpool movie happen, and it was great. His performance is so great, Deadpool in the comics eventually started sounding like Ryan Reynolds. But top 1 actor who played that role like it was destiny, I'm giving that to RDJ, bro. This is single-handedly the greatest casting choice ever. Tony Stark is a cocky genius who ruins his life with his ego and his addiction before having to rebuild himself. RDJ did that in real time, and I'll take it a step further. Without RDJ, the MCU wouldn't even exist. But you know, if you're stupid and know your brain is severely rotted, of course your answers would be different than mine, but let me know who played their character like it was destiny. Anti-out. Peace.